Hello and welcome to the Play Android Game Reviews. My name is Daniel and today I'll be playing for you the thinking game Number Tab by DKD Development. And well, it's about numbers, it's about mathematics here, and this is how the game greets you. You have the name up top and our name, Hi Play Android, it says here. A Play Now button and well, how many players are online and our current rank here. There's no dedicated starting screen. The game just jumps into the statistics screen right here with your games played, one so far, your daily rank and your weekly rank. And I played one game so far on this account here. And well, we have different options here as well. We have My Stats, Leaderboard and Settings. Let's just take a look at settings, and here we can change our name to, well, I changed it to Play Android, and we can change our location, and I already set this up beforehand. And you see down below we have Link Player, where we can basically link different accounts to one device or vice versa. And we have an About button where we see different, well, sharing buttons here, Facebook and Twitter, and well, feedback button and who designed the game and who, well, developed the game. So pretty self-explanatory. Let's go back to the main menu, and well, here we have the main menu. As I said before, you see the numbers already in the background, and it's all about mathematics. As I said before, it's all about, well, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction and stuff like this. And yeah, we see 2 players online right now. Okay, so this changed here in the meantime, and let's just hop into the game and play right away. Okay, and the game already presents you with the first equation. 5 minus 2 is 3, and this is basically what you have to do in the game, and this is how the game plays. It's basically just asking you math questions here, or you have to solve these equations. And yeah, here it's only subtraction and addition so far, but it gets, well, increasingly more complicated later on. And yeah, well, I'm kind of slow right now because I'm talking and doing math at the same time, which isn't easy. And at the same time, I'm not really that kind of a math person myself, so bear with me if I'm doing something, well, if I'm answering some equations maybe with a bit late or with the wrong answer here. So yeah, usually I'm faster than this, but right now, well, talking and math, I said it before. And you see here, while I'm playing along, you see this on the right corner, up in the upper right corner, your time ticking down. And this basically tells you how much time you got left to play here in this round. And we see in the right corner down below how many questions we already answered. And we already answered 15 of 100 questions. And we see our score at the lower left corner and our streak. Now it's ×1, and here our round ends, and I scored 45, and it's uploading automatically to the game servers where we can compare ourselves later on with different players here. And it takes some time, and here we have it, Play Android. Right now you scored 45, and you see our, well, country flag here, and you see the time is ticking down again, and this means I think if the time is hitting 0, the next round is starting. Yes, here we go, and it's basically just the same again, and you have to, well, do it as fast as possible, and you have to avoid making mistakes. And yeah, can be quite challenging at times, because the faster you go, well, the the more points you get and the higher your streak will get, and the more overall score you will get at the end. And yeah, 13 out of 100. And let's just see how far I can take this here. And yeah, it takes some time to, well, especially in this landscape mode, to, well, get all the answers in your focus. Sometimes I'm looking at the answers and I think, where's the answer? But because I, well, used my hand to hover over the tablet and I didn't really see the answer, which I, well, should get or should stop doing here. And well, this is one point, well, where I could talk about the graphics a bit. You might see here it's pretty minimalistic, and which is kind of nice because it's a math game and it's a thinking game and you actually have to concentrate on the stuff right here, and which I'm not really doing actually. And well, let's go back for a bit talking about the graphics. And yeah, well, pretty minimalistic. You see the different colors, very reduced colors. We have this orange and this, well, turquoise here. And I think it really, well, adds to the game's gameplay, well, feeling of it. And it really adds to the thing that it's a thinking game. It's a game where you need to concentrate and you don't need all those, well, visual distractions you get with other games here, which is quite nice and really fits the game's play style. And overall it just looks nice. It looks like it's really well designed and has some great production value put into it. And well, I really like this non-distracting environment here. Well, sounds is a different thing altogether because there are actually no sounds in the game. There's no such thing as any indicator sound here, no music. Well, I think you don't need music with a thinking game or a game where you, well, should concentrate on the play style, but at least some kind of audio feedback for the menus would be nice. Or if you press a button or something like this, so you get a bit of a feedback that you actually pressed the button and didn't miss it. I missed it sometimes, didn't notice, and well, it cost me some seconds while testing it. So sounds, I think, yeah, okay, you need to reduce it for a game like this where you need to concentrate, but no sounds for me is no solution. So at least some kind of indicator sound or some kind of audio feedback should be in the game, and the option to turn it off or on. Give the players the option to turn it off or on, but not just, well, not just get rid of it from the get-go. Just leave it in there, give the players the option, the choice, and yeah, which is always better than just take it from them. And let's talk about controls while I'm at it. And in terms of controls, really straightforward here. I mean, it's just the menu is pretty self-explanatory. If you're clicking something, it goes straight to it, and you have your different menus here. And the same goes for the gameplay as well. And it's basically one-touch gameplay, pretty intuitive, easy to get into, and has no learning curve whatsoever. On top of that, it really works. It just, well, flawlessly without lags or any interruptions. So controls pretty well here, pretty solid here. Add to the overall production value of the game, and which I really liked about it. And let's hop back into the game again, and here we see another player played for 24 points here. And let's do this again, and you see here, or well, it's obvious, it's a math game. And here we are at the point when it comes to originality, and I have to say, well, there are quite a lot of other or different math games out there. It's basically the basic math equations here you might know from school, and there's not much change in gameplay. And yeah, well, there are quite a lot of other games doing the exact same thing, and we we found another game that had the exact same name. So in terms of originality, I have to give this a really low score because there is just such a huge competitive market out there with basically the same things. One side is the games, where you have basically the thing with the gameplay mode in it, and the other is just a training app, environment where you have basically apps that train you in making math or doing math equations quicker in your head. So this one doesn't really stand out. Maybe the one redeeming factor here might be that it mixes all those different game modes or those different types of equations into one game mode, which other apps keep separate. Here I think it's quite nice because you always have to adapt and change your mind here. But still, it doesn't really help it out of the slump, which comes from, basically being one of a lot of different math games out there. So yeah, this in terms of originality. Here the round ended. And let's just wait until it uploaded all our stuff. And let's talk about replayability a bit. And I mean, it fares quite better or a bit better in terms of replay value because, you have your basic training here with it, math training, I'd say, and in this game format, which, entices people to play it, maybe, and it gives you as well leaderboards, which is always a nice thing because you can basically compare yourself to other people here and you see how those people rank up compared to us. We're not even in the top 100 here, and which is always nice because this is something where you need to be quick in the head and with your fingers, which is a nice way of comparing yourself to other people from all around the world and really might entice the competitive players out there. And we have badges and achievements as well. You can go to my stats where you see all your stats from your previous games, and you can go to badges, and here we have different badges, a lot of them for different things in the game, and we already unlocked one, easy as pie, answer the first 20 questions correct. And let's go back, and this is something good and something really beneficial for the replay value of the game as well, because people might be enticed to or encouraged to complete all those badges. And yeah, I think quite a good replay value here because you have on one side the educational factor where you can increase your own math skills here, and on the other side you have this competitive gameplay mode where it really feels like a game and not like an educational app. So yeah, this is basically all there is to tell you about Number Tab. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to download the game, it's free. You'll find the download link in the video description as always. And I hope you tune in next time. I hope you join me on the next games here on playandroid.com. And until then, I say goodbye.